Dodgers fans, buckle up, because while the injury bug has been relentless this season, there's finally a glimmer of good news out of Los Angeles. Right-hander Tony Gonsolin, who had recently landed back on the injured list, gave the team a major scare over the weekend. Anytime you hear about elbow issues, especially from a guy who's already been under the knife for Tommy John surgery, it sends a chill down your spine. But the MRI results brought a sigh of relief. The surgically repaired ulnar collateral ligament in his elbow is still intact. That's huge. It doesn't mean Gonsolin is ready to throw yet, and the Dodgers still don't have a clear timeline for his return, but avoiding a second tear is a victory in itself. Why is that such a big deal? Well, another tear could have been catastrophic, not just for this season, but possibly for Gonsolin's entire Dodgers career. A second Tommy John surgery would have shelved him well into the 2026 season, maybe even longer. And given that he's due for a raise on his current salary and only under team control through the end of 2026, the front office might have been forced to make a brutal call. In a worst-case scenario, he could have been non-tendered, effectively ending his run in Los Angeles. So yeah, the fact that his ligament is still holding up is more than just good news. It's a potential career saver. Now, let's be honest. Here, Gonsolin's return from that 2023 Tommy John procedure hasn't been all sunshine and strikeouts. At first, things looked promising. He posted a 2.81 ERA in his first few outings and had a solid strikeout-to-walk ratio, punching out 21 batters while walking just 4 over 16 innings. That's the kind of start that had Dodgers fans thinking, okay, he's back! But then the wheels started to come off. Over his last 4 starts facing tough lineups like the Angels, the Mets twice, and the Yankees, Gonsolin gave up 15 runs across 20 innings. That stretch included 20 hits, 7 of which left the yard. His command wavered too. 17 strikeouts are nice, but 14 walks in that same stretch? That's a red flag. And let's not forget the broader picture here, Gonsolin's. Injury is just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. The Dodgers' rotation has been absolutely decimated by injuries this year. He's one of 8 starting pitchers currently on the shelf. And that's not even counting Shohei Ohtani, who's still making his slow journey back to the mound. Big-name arms like Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell have barely seen the field and are currently on the 60-day injured list. Promising young pitchers like Emmett Sheehan, River Ryan, Kyle Hurt, and Gavin Stone started the season injured, some of them recovering from their own Tommy John surgeries, while others like Stone are out with shoulder issues that could cost them the entire 2025 campaign. Even Roki Sasaki, the prized young right-hander, has been sidelined for a month due to a shoulder impingement. It's been one blow after another. So who's left standing in this rotation? At the top, you've got Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who has mostly lived up to expectations and is now the clear ace of the staff. Behind him, the legendary Clayton Kershaw is still battling on, doing what he can despite his own physical setbacks over the years. Then there's Dustin May, another guy with a high ceiling who's had trouble staying healthy, and Justin Robleski, a lefty trying to make a name for himself. Jose Urena has taken on a long relief role out of the bullpen, but let's not forget he's got starter experience too. So if the Dodgers need to patch together innings, he's an option. Down in AAA, the team does have some emergency buttons to press. Guys like Landon Knack, Bobby Miller, Nick Frasso, and Matt Sauer are all on the 40-man roster. But it's a mixed bag. Miller and Frasso have struggled mightily in the minors this year, and Knack has taken his lumps in the big leagues across 7 starts. Sauer, on the other hand, has looked sharp in AAA and has shown promise during his limited appearances. In the majors, still, relying on that group to carry the team deep into the postseason would be a gamble. Despite the growing injury list, Dodgers general manager Brandon Gomes isn't panicking, at least not publicly. In a recent interview, he suggested that the team might not need to go shopping for starting pitching before the trade deadline. According to Gomez, based on the current health updates and progress of the injured arms, the expectation is that the reinforcements are already in-house. That's an optimistic take, but one that could easily change if the team suffers even one more setback between now and the deadline. It's worth noting that Gomez made those comments before Gonsolin's latest injury update. And let's be honest, saying you're fine with the arms you have might also be a little bit of gamesmanship. Teams often play coy this time of year to avoid tipping their hand in trade talks. If another pitcher goes down, or if one of their rehabbing arms hits a snag, that stance might not hold up for long. There's some light at the end of the tunnel, though. Emmett Sheehan, one of those injured young pitchers we mentioned earlier, is making progress. He's just over 13 months removed from Tommy John surgery and is already out on a minor league rehab assignment. That's encouraging, especially given his potential. Sheehan has made 3 starts so far, 1 in the rookie level complex league and 2 in AAA, and the results have been impressive. In total, he's thrown 9 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 14 and walking just 1. He even plunked a batter for good measure. Not bad at all. In his most recent outing on June 7th, Sheehan tossed 57 pitches. That workload suggests he's still building up strength and likely needs at least 1 or 2 more rehab starts before he's ready to rejoin the big league club. But with the Dodgers in desperate need of arms, even a short-term boost from a guy like Sheehan could make a world of difference. Let's not forget, this is a former top 100 prospect we're talking about. Just 25 years old, with a fastball that's actually ticking up a bit from where it was before the surgery. He's averaging just over 96 miles per hour on the gun, which is a great sign, even if he's only throwing in short bursts right now. Of course, the real test will come when he starts turning lineups over multiple times and sees if that velocity can hold. But so far, all signs are pointing in the right direction, and that's where things currently stand. Gonsolin's MRI gave the Dodgers a moment to breathe, but the challenges are far from over. The rotation is hanging by thread, reinforcements are still a few weeks away at best, and every outing from here on out is going to matter as this team tries to stay on track for another postseason push. The Dodgers' pitching situation is a complex puzzle, with many pieces still uncertain and others showing signs of promise. While the rotation is battered and bruised, the front office and coaching staff are banking on internal solutions to navigate the rough waters ahead. It's a delicate balance, managing workloads, monitoring recovery progress, and deciding when to push players back into action without risking further injury. For a team with championship aspirations, every decision carries weight, and the margin for error is razor thin. Take, for example, the role of veterans like Clayton Kershaw and Jose Urena. Kershaw, despite his age and previous injuries, remains a stabilizing presence on the mound. His experience and ability to compete at a high level provide invaluable leadership for the younger pitchers struggling to find their footing. Meanwhile, Urena, who has shifted into a bullpen role, offers flexibility that can be overstated. His prior experience as a starter means he can stretch out if needed, giving the Dodgers a vital option in long relief or spot starts, particularly as the team manages a depleted rotation. On the development side, the performances of Matt Sauer and Nick Frasso offer a mixed bag of hope and caution. Sauer's sharp outings in AAA and glimpses of effectiveness in the majors suggest he could emerge as a reliable piece. But it's clear the team can't lean too heavily on unproven arms if they want to remain competitive deep into the season. Frasso, on the other hand, has faced challenges adjusting to professional hitters, and his struggles highlight the gap that still exists between the minors and the big leagues. Bobby Miller, similarly, has had difficulties reminding everyone that development isn't always a straight path upward. The Dodgers' injury woes also underscore the precarious nature of pitching health in the modern game. Tommy John surgeries have become almost routine, especially among young arms. But recovery remains an unpredictable process. The fact that multiple pitchers on this roster, including Sheehan, Ryan, and Hurt, are still on the mend from such procedures illustrates how challenging it is to maintain pitching depth over a long season. Shoulder injuries like those affecting Gavin Stone and Roki Sasaki add another layer of concern, given their potential to derail careers in ways elbow surgery sometimes don't. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, whispers are growing louder that Manny Machado could be making a sensational return to Los Angeles, this time to don the iconic blue and white of the Dodgers once again. While nothing has been officially confirmed, Insiders and fans alike are buzzing over cryptic social media posts, private jet sightings, and unusual front office activity that suggests something major is brewing in Chavez Ravine. Machado currently, with the San Diego Padres, is no stranger to the Dodgers organization. His brief but impactful stint with LA in 2018 helped the team reach the World Series. And though the partnership ended without a championship ring, it left a lasting impression on both sides. Now, several years and one massive contract later, the superstar third baseman could be on the verge of a stunning homecoming. Or, as some speculate, a shocking defection within the NL West. Sources close to the Dodgers organization have neither confirmed nor denied the possibility, but Machado's name has reportedly been floating around in high-level discussions. With the Padres under pressure to retool and the Dodgers forever chasing championship glory, the pieces may be falling into place for an unexpected blockbuster. Could Machado be the final piece in LA's latest super team puzzle? Fans spotted what appeared to be Machado's entourage arriving at LAX earlier this week, and an anonymous staffer claimed a high-profile guest had a private tour of Dodger Stadium under tight security. These whispers have only added fuel to the fire, prompting speculation that an announcement might be imminent. While the rumor mill continues to churn, one thing is certain: if Machado is indeed headed to the Dodgers, it would mark one of the most dramatic midseason shifts in recent memory. Until then, all eyes remain locked on LA, where the smoke is rising and the fire may not be far behind. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.